You know that feeling, right? You ask an AI a question, and what you get back is, well, completely useless. We have all been there. It turns out there's a real art and science to talking with AI to get exactly what you want. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the art of prompt engineering. And get this isn't some super complex coding skill that's only for experts. The source material makes it crystal clear. This is a skill for absolutely everyone. It's all about learning a new, much more powerful way to communicate.
So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with the basics, then we'll peek under the hood at the AI's settings. From there, we'll level up from simple to smart instructions, teach the AI how to actually reason, and then wrap it all up with a playbook you can start using immediately. Okay, first things first. What in the world are we even talking about when we say prompt engineering? It's really just the process of designing better inputs, better prompts to get way better outputs. Think of it like this. An LLM is basically a super advanced prediction engine. Your prompt is what sets it up to predict the right sequence of words. So your job is to give it the best possible launchpad. But hang on. Before we even write our first prompt, it is absolutely crucial to understand the AI's control panel. These are the little dials and knobs that can totally change the response you get. First up, we've got the temperature setting. And no, it has nothing to do with heat. It's all about randomness. A low temperature, something close to 0, gives you really precise, factual, predictable answers. For things like summarizing a legal document. But if you crank that temperature up, you get more creativity, more variety. That's perfect for brainstorming marketing slogans or even writing a poem. It's basically your creativity dial. And if you want to fine-tune that creativity even more, you've got Top K and Top P. Just think of these as guardrails that narrow down the AI's options. Top K gives it a fixed number of words to pick from, while Top P lets it choose from the most likely words until they add up to a certain probability. It's a more flexible way to dial in that creativity, giving you really precise control over how focused or how varied the output is. All right, now that we know about the settings, let's get to the fun part, how to actually talk to the AI. We're going to start with the most basic prompts and work our way up to the really smart stuff. This right here is a zero-shot prompt. It's the simplest type there is. You just give the AI a task with 0 examples. Here, we just ask it to classify a movie review. And what's cool is that even though the review has conflicting words like disturbing and masterpiece, the AI is smart enough to figure out the overall sentiment is positive. But what if you need a really specific format? That's where few-shot prompting comes into play. By giving it just a couple of examples of what you want, in this case, turning a messy pizza order into clean, structured JSON data, you teach the model the exact pattern to follow. It sees your examples and boom, it perfectly formats the new order. Now, getting a structured output is a huge step, and it leads to an even bigger idea. What if we can structure the AI's thinking process too? Okay, so we know we can give instructions and examples, but how do we get the AI to actually simulate reasoning on complex problems? This, my friends, is where things get really, really interesting. Take a look at this question. It's a classic logic puzzle that, believe it or not, AI models often get wrong. If you just ask this directly, the AI might just spit out a wild guess like 60 or 63. So why does that happen? It's because it's trying to answer in one single leap without actually thinking it through. So how do we fix this? The solution is almost laughably simple. You just add one magic phrase, let's think step by step. That's it. This one little addition forces the AI to break the problem down to show its work and to follow a logical path. It works because it stops the AI from making that one big, complex jump to a final answer. Instead, it generates these little intermediate steps, which are much easier to get right, leading to the correct result, 26. And chain of thought is really just the beginning. As you can see here, that simple straight line of thinking on the left can evolve into something way more powerful, like a tree of thoughts on the right. That's where the AI explores many different reasoning paths all at once to find the absolute best solution. All right, let's bring it all home. We're going to do a rapid-fire round with a playbook of best practices you can start using today. First, whenever you can, provide examples. Show, don't just tell. Second, be incredibly specific. Don't say, write about consoles. Say, write a 3-paragraph blog post about the top 5 best-selling consoles of all time. And finally, use strong, action-oriented verbs. Tell it to classify, summarize, or create.
This gives the AI a really clear focus task.
Next up, and this one's a biggie, focus on positive instructions. Tell the AI what you want it to do, rather than just listing all the things you don't want. Also, experiment with different output formats like JSON to force it to be more structured, which often improves accuracy. And remember, this field is changing fast, so always be ready to adapt your prompts as the models get updated.
Now, if you take away just one single thing today, please make it this. Document your prompts. Seriously, prompt engineering is all about testing and tweaking. Using a simple template like this to track your prompt's name, its goal, the model settings, the prompt itself, and the output, well, it will save you countless hours and turn you from an amateur into a pro fast. So the real question isn't just how to talk to an AI anymore. It's about what you're going to build when you finally learn to speak its language. How are you going to go from just asking simple questions to creating truly powerful collaborations? The control panel is all yours.